boys and girls. Today we're going to talk more about safety, but I wanted to tell you that I'm down here way low because I'm going to be doing an activity that will be standing up and sitting down. Also, I wanted to show you my bug shirt. I wear this shirt in kindergarten in the spring because there's bugs on it. And in your regular classroom, you'd be talking about butterflies and snails at this time. Let's talk about what we ended with last time, can we? I showed you this poster right here, and we called this a certain kind of touch. Do you remember what we called it? A safe touch. You got it. Good job. This one we called a not safe touch. That's right. And this last one we gave the name of a touch that you don't want. And remember, on this touch you don't want, you get to choose. We talked about those last time. This time we're going to talk about a different kind of safety as well. I want to show you a really important poster. And the poster looks like this. Here you see a picture of a boy and a girl, and this poster goes with a very important safety rule called the touching rule. And this is how this rule goes. No one should touch your private body parts except to keep you clean and healthy. Let's talk about that for a minute. It's called the touching rule. No one should touch your private body parts. Your private body parts are the parts of your body covered by a bathing suit, front and back. Do we all have private body parts? Yes, we do. Let's talk about that. Put your hands on your head. Is that a private body part? No. How about your chin? Is that a private body part? No. Is your elbow a private body part? No. What about your toes? No. What about your knees? No. Those are body parts, and so are the private ones, but we call those private body parts. So the parts of your body covered by a bathing suit, front and back. Do you notice in my poster that the girl has more parts covered than the boy? That's because girls and boys have different private body parts. But the rule starts off, no one should touch your private body parts. No one means not another kindergartner, not another kid, not a teenager, not a grown-up. No one should touch your private body parts, except for two reasons: to keep you clean and to keep you healthy. That's the only two reasons. Let's talk about being clean. So if you're in the bath or shower and you're just a kindergartner, for many of you, moms and dads or grandmas and grandpas will come in and help you get clean. They shampoo your hair and clean your body, including your private body parts, and that's okay because it follows the safety rule. If you have a baby sister or brother in your family, raise your hand if you do. You know your baby sister and brother get icky diapers, right? So when a baby has an icky diaper, a grown-up might take the diaper off, clean the baby's private body parts, and put a clean diaper on. That's okay too. Remember when you were in preschool and you'd be at home and you needed to use the bathroom and you'd say, hey, mom or dad, who's out there to come in here and wipe me? That was okay too, because moms and dads can keep you clean, which is part of the safety rule. Another part of that clean part is if something bothers you on your private body parts, like something stings or hurts or you get hurt there, you can always tell your mom and dad. You can hurt your private body parts playing sports and stuff sometimes. So the other part is to keep you clean and healthy. Here's the poster for the healthy part. This is the doctor, right? If you go to the doctor, you might go there because your tummy hurts, or you have a headache, or you have an ear infection or a fever. And sometimes when you go to the doctor, they might also check other things like your heartbeat or how tall you are. And sometimes a doctor might have to check your private body parts. That follows the rule of the healthy part, to keep you clean and healthy. If you're ever at the doctor, your moms or dads or whoever takes care of you will be in the doctor's office with you all the time, especially if the doctor had to check your private body parts. So that's an important safety rule. Let's talk about it again. No one should touch your private body parts except to keep you clean and healthy. So boys and girls, we just talked about the touching rule. So it's a rule, a safety rule. So let's talk about what we do if someone breaks that safety rule with you. One of the ways you might know that someone's breaking a safety rule is the way your body feels.
If someone's breaking a safety rule, you might have like a, uh-oh, my tummy doesn't feel good, or maybe your heart might be beating very fast, or maybe you feel like crying a little bit, or you feel sad. Those might be ways that you know someone's breaking a safety rule. If someone broke the touching rule with you, or any safety rule, we're going to go back to our safety steps. Remember these? We stand big and tall and brave. We look the person that we're talking to in their eye, and we firmly say no. Say that with me. Stand big and tall and brave, look the person in the eye, and firmly say no. What's the next thing? Get away. Get away. Walk, run, go to a different room. And number 3, we're going to tell a grown-up. Remember that part? We tell a trusted grown-up if someone broke the touching rule or any other rule with you. So this is an important part I want to talk to you about, telling a grown-up. You know what's important? It's important for us to think about who we would tell that we trust. So I'm sure you can think of some of your trusted grown-ups. Give me a couple names. Your mom, your dad, maybe your grandma and grandpa. What about when you're at school? Your teacher might be a trusted grown-up. Maybe your mommy's friends are one, or your doctor's a trusted grown-up. A police officer's a trusted grown-up. The principal, or maybe your friends' parents. There's lots of trusted grown-ups. It's important for us to have trusted grown-ups in our life. And if we have to tell someone that somebody broke a safety rule, make sure that you tell that person with a lot of words that describe what happened. Really important to do that part of it, okay? So we're gonna follow the safety steps if anyone breaks the touching rule with you. Super important. And remember, you can tell your mom and dad, maybe 5 or more people that you trust to tell if someone broke a safety rule. So I think what we should do one more time is go over those safety steps with our friends, because we want to make sure that we all know the safety steps, all right? So all of us, stand up big and tall and brave, look the person right in their eye, and if they ask you to do something that's not safe, we say no, or things that mean no. Don't do that. That's not okay. Stop. What's number 2? Get away. And number 3, tell a grown-up that you trust. So what if you tell a grown-up that you trust and they say, I don't have time, or I don't know if I believe you? You know what to do? You don't know? We tell a different grown-up on our list. We have a lot of people that we trust on our list. So that's what we're going to do. If anyone breaks the safety rule, the touching rule, or any safety rule at all, we just go back to our safety steps. Excellent job. I'm glad you're going to practice those with your mom and dad.
Let's read a book about that, shall we? The book I want to read to you today is called Sam's Story. It kind of goes with the safety rule we just went over. Sam likes to sing. She likes to make up her own songs. She sings to her dog. She sings to her mom. Lots of times she just sings to herself because Sam likes herself. Sam and her friend Jessie sing together too. Sometimes they sing while they play in the sandbox. One time when they were playing and singing, Sam's dog jumped in with them. Jessie got sand in his eyes, and when he started to cry, Sam gave him a hug. He felt so much better. Hugs are very nice when you want them. Once Sam got a hug that she didn't like. It was from a friend of her mom's. Sam tried to pull away. She felt mixed up. Why didn't this big person understand that she did not want to be hugged? When the friend left, Sam and her mom had a talk. Sam, do you remember the rules about touching we talked about? Asked her mom. Yes, Sam said. There are 2 of them. That's right, her mom said. Here are the 2 rules to remember. 1, always tell someone if somebody wants to touch your private body parts. Those are the parts of your body covered by a bathing suit. Number 2, say no to a touch you don't want, like too much tickling. Then Sam and her mom sang a song to practice saying no to a touch that you don't want. That's why I'm sitting so far back, because we're going to sing a song too. I'd like to introduce you to this song, and I want to have my helper, if you don't mind, my friend Stanley, who happens to be a singing snail. Here's how that song goes. When I say no, I mean no. Red means stop and green means go. I stand up tall and I look you in the eye when I say no. Great song, huh? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add some music to that song so that we can sing it together.
I love to swing and look at the sky, but I get scared if you push me too high. Time to put me back on the ground. Listen when I tell you no. When I say no, I mean no. Red means stop and green means go. I stand up tall and look you in the eye when I say no. Rolling and wrestling on the ground, I feel my head start to spin around. Time to stop this roughhouse game. Listen when I tell you no. When I say no, I mean no. Red means stop and green means go. I stand up tall and look you in the eye when I say no. You're a friend of my mom's and you make me laugh. You tickle me and pull me into your lap. I don't like it when you hug me like that, so I'm telling you no. When I say no, I mean no. Red means stop and green means go. I stand up tall and look you in the eye when I say no.
We have to finish up a few more pages of our big book today. One day, Sam and Jessie were swinging at the park. An older boy came over to them. He asked if they wanted to play a secret touching game. He wanted to touch their private body parts. He said it would just be our secret. Jessie felt so scared he didn't say a word. Sam remembered the rule about touching private body parts, and then she said in a strong voice, "No, we don't want to play that game with you." The big boy left. Jessie was still unhappy. "Let's not tell anyone," he said to Sam. The two walked quietly to Sam's mom sitting nearby. "Why do you look so sad?" Sam's mom asked. Sam looked at Jessie and then at her mom, and then she told her mom what happened at the swings. Sam's mom bent down and hugged them both. She was very happy that Sam had told her. "What happened was not your fault," she told them. "Always tell someone if an older person scares you or tries to trick you." "I'm so glad you told me, Sam." Jessie and Sam felt much better, and soon they were back on the swings while Sam's mom pushed first one and then the other. Boy, was that Sam brave, wasn't she? Let's look back on the page for a minute here. The older boy walked up to her at the swing. He asked to play a game that breaks a safety rule, doesn't it? He asked to touch their private body parts, and then he said, "It will just be our secret." That's an important thing to know, boys and girls. We do not keep secrets about our personal safety, even if someone asks you to. Check this out. Sam, she looks at that boy in the eye, big and tall and brave, and uses safety step number 1 and says, "No." Then they walk away, but her friend doesn't want to tell. Aren't we supposed to tell a grown-up? Yeah. She tells her mom what happened at the swing. Mom says to her, "What happened was not your fault." 3 important things to know about that safety rule. 1, it would never be your fault. We never keep secrets about it. And there's always going to be a trusted grown-up that you can tell. All right, that's it for today. But tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit more about that safety rule, and we're going to do some other fun things.